Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host Noelle Herzog.
Hello.
Hi, this is episode 265.
Look at that.
Happily Ever After season 8, episode 1.
Yeah, I didn't know there was 8 seasons of Happily Ever After.
Here we are. Because you know what it is? It's like, what's the difference? Just what's the difference between all of these things? It's like even we were just watching 90 Day Fiance, straight 90 Day
Yeah,
Fiance. We just
yeah.
finished it. Nikki and Igor don't even have a K1 visa.
Right. So why are
So
they
why
on
isn't
it?
it before the 90 days?
Mhm.
You guys are not organizing this
Happily Ever
correctly.
After, Liz and Ed aren't even married yet, but they're
They're
gonna be
not
on
even
it.
married and they're not even 90 Day Fiancés. It's just another girl he wanted to
Yeah,
marry.
they don't need to be on it.
But they don't, it doesn't fit the bill.
Doesn't fit the bill, not to me.
No, not to anyone. What, they had to have a visa? They had to have, it's
No,
like,
I know.
you don't have like, Rose is gone, Ed. Let it go.
Did you see the coming attractions of Liz in her dress?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just
can't
did
wait
a
to
hard
get there.
swallow.
I can't wait to get there.
I could wait. I could wait a long
My
time,
my
actually.
hair is wet in case
My
anybody's
hair is
wondering
also wet.
why I look like this.
We showered so that we didn't smell for the podcast.
I couldn't have smelling for the podcast, smell-o-vision.
No, I know. We have, if you guys scratch the screen, you could sniff us.
If this light moves.
Yeah.
When I recorded Recycled with Michael last week, and it was like, I don't remember what time, but it was this time of day. This moved over right to my face. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, wow. We're going to have to get you some blackout curtains, my friend.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll close the curtains. These are not blackout curtains, but you would think they would do the job.
They're not doing the job. They're
No,
not really
no,
doing much of anything.
no.
If you guys want to see us, go over to YouTube, subscribe to our channel at Trash Talk Podcasts. And also, if you want to listen to Noelle's new podcast, Recycled with Noelle and Michael, which is covering Real Housewives of New Jersey season 2, and also some bonus things as well. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you will also find our other podcast, So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, and Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast.
Look at
What
that.
else?
Tell a friend.
Our favorite podcast, BS,
Oh,
is over there as
BS.
well.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was sitting here thinking about how we went from one night. I was truly thinking about this. We went from 190 day to this one with the same exact people. That's what I was gonna say.
It's like
to you.
we don't get a break.
Yeah,
So we just don't get a break.
it's just weird because sure, there's a couple of new people on here, but like it's basically the same. It's like Rob and Sophie, Manuel and Ashley. Like we just saw them.
Guys, give it a rest. Well, we're gonna jump into the pool today with Kobe and Emily. We haven't seen them in a little while, so it was a little refreshing.
So we haven't seen them in a little while. I really like Kobe. We were talking about this in Food Emporium yesterday.
We were.
I was like, I really like Kobe. I think he's nice.
Yeah. Emily's really pretty. They
Yeah.
have 25 more children since the last time we saw them. What are you doing?
So she just had a baby like yesterday.
Yes.
Atom.
Right.
ATEM.
Right.
Right. I don't know. Atom. But it's like, you're never going to leave the basement.
No, you're going to be in the basement forever. I hope you like it.
I hope you, it's a big ass basement though.
Yeah. It's like the barracks of Emily's mother's house.
Well,
it's the underbelly.
What I wanted to ask you was, I couldn't remember when we saw Emily and Kobe.
Yes.
Did she have siblings living with them too, or no? I cannot remember for the life of me.
I don't know if they were living with them, but I think she had a sister, right?
I don't know.
Did I make that up? There's no way to know. You know how you can tell us? Right down there in the comments, or go to the group 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook.
Go to the group and tell us.
Or you can follow us on Instagram at 90 Day Podcast or Tinder. Wow. Twitter.
Trash Talk Podcast.
90 Day Podcast. TikTok.
Trash Talk Podcast. Sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with, guys.
Can we call Twitter X? Like, I don't call it that. That's weird.
So I don't call it X either. And I have to tell you, I forget about it a lot because in my phone,
it says
it's
X.
like all the way at the end because everything's an alphabetical
bring it to the front.
I'm never on the last page.
Well, go to the last page. So they live with her parents in Kansas, and they have a 2 and a 4-year-old. Right. And they're gonna engage in some activities in our opening scene. Why?
I guess because they were saying last season, I think that they said they weren't having sex anymore.
Okay. And then she says her mother's like, dinner's ready.
Right. So your kids were upstairs with your mom. You're
Uh-huh.
complaining about living with your parents, but they were
Right.
upstairs with your mom and they were fed already.
They were already fed.
They're already fed.
Right.
And you're complaining about living with your parents.
Yes. And what
Okay.
did you write down what she said to Kobe?
Then mom calls for dinner.
Yeah.
They
And
make out
she
on the
said and
bed.
she said, put your boner away.
Oh yeah, she did say put your butter away. But also she was like, as she's doing it, she's getting dressed, like tucking her boobs back in.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? This is lame. This isn't real. This
This
is
isn't
not
real.
real.
This is not
Yes.
real.
Mhm.
Okay. It is Olive Garden night.
You said that, and now that you said that, you're 100%
Of
on the
course.
market.
So you start off, right? The kids
Mhm.
have breadsticks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's an Olive Garden like breadstick. Then I'm
Yes.
like, oh, there's a salad. I'm like, that's an Olive Garden like salad. And then I'm like,
Mhm.
fettuccine Alfredo. What is this?
I mean, it's not a bad dinner.
It's not a bad dinner. Did you use a jar of Alfredo sauce? Because if so, I'm out.
Of course they did.
I
You think
can't.
they made Alfredo sauce?
I mean, I guess not.
No, I don't think they made it. I think it's a jar, which is going to give me heartburn all night.
That's what
So
I'm
it's
saying.
not
What are we
for
doing?
me. Yeah.
Now, also, did you get the original salad dressing or is this just a salad?
I bet they got the original salad dressing.
I hope they did.
I wonder where you get those breadsticks, like that shape of breadstick.
The grocery store.
I mean, I see Texas toast a lot, but I don't really
Yeah.
see that shape.
They're not frozen per se. You could probably get them in like the bread area.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Like along with the Cheesecake Factory bread, which is slaps. That bread is so good.
The brown oat bread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. I can't have bread anymore.
I can. So I'll eat it.
Well, 2 years. It took them 2 years to get him here.
So it took them 2 years to get him here because they basically met. She got pregnant 1 second later.
Sure.
They met in China and he was there
Yes.
modeling and she was there visiting.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Right. So now she got pregnant. She came here and then I think COVID is what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now they show the flashback of him meeting Coben for the first time.
I can't. I'm crying. I'm full crying. I'm like
No,
ugly
I
crying.
know.
Because he is crying. It's the sweetest thing ever. Also, Kobe, shave your head again. Shave your head again.
Shave your head
But
again.
like he was so emotional. It was the sweetest thing ever. The parents are crying. I'm crying. Very sweet.
You were in
Yeah.
that. I saw you in that video.
I was there. I was like,
No, I saw you.
so cute.
It was very cute when you were crying.
Mhm.
So he said that Emily's very bossy.
But here's the thing. We've known this. Is this going to be the whole season? Is just about her bossiness?
Yes.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Also, they've been married for 2 years. So they've been married since he got
That's
here.
crazy. I can't believe it's been 2 years since they've
Well, I mean,
been
they
on
had
the
another
show.
whole child.
Scarlett.
They had another whole child. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then another whole child.
At
So Kobe works now. And
Right.
she's a stay-at-home mom.
Right. She's
And
not
they're
a
saving to move.
part-time nanny anymore.
Okay. But they're saving to move out. So do
Uh-huh.
you think you should get a job? I don't know.
Oh, she's never gonna get a job. That's just not
Okay.
who she is.
All right. So they're going to go see his family with her parents. And there's going to be 23 hours of travel
Okay. That sounds like a nightmare, but I
with 2
bet
kids.
they're gonna have such a good time there. Because her
Sure.
parents, they seem very fun. They seem to really accept him. I think that they'll
Right.
have a good time.
So after they fly all the way to Africa, they have to drive to his hometown.
Right. And they have to drive 3 hours to the airport from their house.
Right. And then they have to fly from their house to Detroit.
And then fly to Paris.
And then fly to Africa.
Right.
And then
drive.
drive. I mean,
That's
could we break this
crazy.
up a little bit?
Yeah,
maybe?
I would be like, Mom and Dad, you have to come here.
What do you mean? Come here? Oh, his parents.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if
Mhm.
they can.
Or can we meet somewhere? Like something to make this a little easier.
Yeah, but also stay in Paris and then fly, like break up
Stay
the
in
travel.
Paris for a few days, right?
Just saying. All right.
Mhm.
So there's a civil war in Cameroon. And what happens is they burn down the shops that open on Mondays because you're not supposed to open on Mondays because it's like,
That's so scary.
something about the government.
Yep.
So they're broken into the French speaking and the English speaking.
Right.
And he wants her to really just be a little bit less American.
I mean, this is what we hear on every episode. Yeah, on every season of every episode, Igor's telling Nikki, be less masculine.
Right.
And then it's always be less something.
Yes. So they're
Yeah,
packing.
which is rude.
Right. They're packing, and
Okay,
it
so they're
is,
packing, and the way that they're packing is very smart for a kid.
yes.
She took like a shoe rack, and she took like all of her daughter's outfits, and she put them in each compartment in the shoe rack. And I'm like, that's pretty genius. And then you just roll it
Hmm.
up and put it in the suitcase. That's pretty smart.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's very Pinterest of her. Good for
But
her.
also, you're doing it the night before.
Well, because that's who she is. Even though she doesn't have a job, even though
She's
her
like, "We'll
parents
sleep on
feed
the
her
plane.
kids,
You'll sleep on the plane. You have two children to watch on the plane.
you won't sleep on the plane.
You'll sleep on the plane."
Yeah, nah, no, you won't.
Oh, what a nightmare. So, these kids are very cute though.
Okay, when they're in the car and Coben's like, I'm gonna hug, like they were talking about
Yeah,
his
seeing
parents.
his,
He's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna hug him.
yeah. They're very, very, very cute.
They're so cute.
Okay, have you ever in your life seen so much luggage for a 2 week trip?
What the hell is this? Okay, realistically, Tracey is going to Africa. How much luggage would you bring?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have two kids.
No, I'm saying just for
Just
Tracey.
me?
Yeah,
I mean, I would like to bring a carry-on and a piece of luggage.
me too. Like
Yeah.
a big piece of luggage
Yeah.
and a carry-on.
Right, because
But
I
like
don't.
even
So
her
here's the other
parents
part.
had like 5 bags.
No, I know, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, it's just, I feel like there is a little bit too much, maybe.
Yeah.
And then even the kid, you saw him, they put a giant backpack on
But
him.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you bringing? What do you need with you? It's
I
weird.
don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. But not everyone has a ton of time to cook, Noelle.
Oh, no kidding.
Really. Not everyone could do Olive Garden night every single night.
I wish I could.
Well, we all dread the what should we have for dinner question, and I know I do, and all to inevitably order takeout.
Yeah. And I call you every night. What are you eating for dinner? What should I make for dinner?
Well, takeout is the easier option, but it's never really satisfying, and I always end up spending too much money on fast food. So if
Mhm.
you'd rather enjoy a home cooked meal without the stress of planning ahead, Home Chef makes it really easy and saves you money.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Home Chef provides fresh ingredients and chef design recipes conveniently delivered to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Whether you prefer classic meal kits with pre portioned ingredients and easy instructions, speedy recipes ready in less than 30 minutes, oven ready kits with pre chopped ingredients, or quick microwave meals that assemble in minutes, Home Chef has you and the entire family covered for delicious meals without the hassle.
Love that. I need that.
You do. Home Chef has over
Yeah.
30 options a week and serves a variety of dietary needs, so you don't have to worry about what to make ahead of time. Not only is it convenient, but it's economical too. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 a month on groceries.
Wow.
It even has a delicious kid-friendly family menu with 18 new options each week.
I'll probably be eating that too.
Well, it's picky eater approved, and it takes the stress out of dinner time. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering our listeners 18 free meals plus free dessert for life, and of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/fiance. That's homechef.com/fiance for 18 free meals and free dessert for life.
I want free desserts for life.
You heard that right. Homechef.com/fiance. You must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. And as always, it's going to be right down there
Show notes.
in the show notes. All right. So let's move on to Sophie and Rob.
Sure.
Okay. I have the most notes on them.
I have the most notes on them too.
Okay, good. So Sophie moved into her friend's house in Austin. Kay.
Okay. So here's my question.
Yeah.
Who is Kay?
Here's her friend.
Right, but didn't she only have one friend and that friend was in California?
Yeah, but now she
she
made friends in Austin because they moved to Austin.
and that's her best friend.
I mean, when you have no other options, your one
Yeah.
friend is your best friend. Yeah.
People are like Kay is more than her friend. But who
Okay.
knows?
So you had said a long time ago, you were like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I saw Sophie do what, a Q&A on Instagram?
And what happened?
And you
I've
said
seen
that,
so many Q&As.
okay. So she said something about like, I can't believe I wore that wig on TV.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, but
This
you did
one's
it again.
worse. This
It's the
one's
same
worse.
one. It's just dyed.
It's so much lighter.
Right. There's no shadow root.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like I'm
Okay,
looking
it
at
is
her.
white and yellow.
So it's white and yellow. Okay, I thought that was just me because there was like yellow highlights in it. I posted a picture of her look in our group and I wrote, "What the hell is this?"
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
So what
What
happened?
the
I
hell
guess
is
she
this?
wasn't really upset that she wore that.
I don't know. Well, now that she has, but also at the tell-all, she had dark hair,
Mhm.
and now she has dark hair. So she went. blonde, dark, yellow, white,
But
blonde.
that's a wig.
Right.
But was the wig? I
don't think
don't
the
know what's
brown was a wig.
happening.
I don't know. This is why I need to have a one-on-one Q&A with her.
You do just a Noelle and Sophie
Yes.
Q&A.
Yes.
More AAA.
Yes.
Okay. So they show the picture. So now we're going down memory lane. They
Right.
show the picture that Rob saw when he first saw her picture on social media.
Tracey, what is this?
I
Okay.
don't know. I mean, that's not her. I mean, it's her, but she's photoshopped. Like
She's photoshopped as in like made like her eyes like
right, like
cartoonishly
it's like
big.
a BBL filter.
Yes, but it's like all this side tit, all this BBL, giant eyeballs. It's the weirdest thing.
I don't know. So
Yeah. You and I actually called each other to talk about this because we're like,
we
what
did.
the hell was that? And we
What
never
was
talk
that?
about the show.
We try not to.
Yeah.
They really bonded because they both love animals.
Yeah, but he likes weird creatures, according to her.
Okay, but also she said that she came up with the idea for the K1 visa. So you proposed to yourself.
Yeah. You were like, Sophie, will you marry Sophie? Yes, I will.
All right. So Rob's at the batting cages and he said that she grew up super rich. Where?
Okay, if she was rich, that wouldn't be her hair. It just wouldn't.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So that he got 6 tarantulas. And then 6 months later she moved out. Do you think there is a correlation?
Yeah, I think I would have been like, I can't sleep with these freaking creepy crawlers in this house.
Well,
Get me out of here.
He hasn't seen her in 2 months and he was talking to many girls apparently. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, they're not very clear about it. Sophie, okay, he said something like Sophie, he did a factory
reset
in
on
his
her
phone.
right?
But what? And then she realized that he was talking to more girls than she thought. But now, was he currently talking to them?
Right. Or was this old talking? And also, if you're responding to a DM like, oh, thanks so much for, whatever.
Right.
Is that talking to girls? What do you mean?
I think that girls reach out to him. He's, I mean, good looking.
Right.
So I'm sure girls reach out to him, but I don't think he would. I don't know. Was he talking? Was he like newly talking to girls?
Right. Or was he like, oh, they were like, hey, Rob, you're really cute. He's like, thanks so much.
Right. Well, or was it like fans of the show since last season?
I don't know.
Up? Yeah, she's not clear about it.
Well, he hates Kay.
Of course he. Okay, this triggered me.
Yeah, of course.
Every girl has had a boyfriend who's been a total douchebag, jerk, toxic animal. Yes. A girl has a best friend who's like, your boyfriend's a douchebag. Your boyfriend's hitting
she's ruining
on me,
her relationship.
And then the guy goes, she's ruining our relationship. I don't want you hanging out with her anymore. She's a bad influence. I hate her so much. This is the for real story of my dating history.
But that's everyone.
This is the story of everyone's dating history. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, of course you don't like her, Rob, because she doesn't like you because she's got your number.
Exactly. So he's wondering if she's in a relationship with this girl because I don't know if you know, but Sophie is bi.
So that means she has to sleep with every woman she meets?
Yes.
Stupid. How ignorant.
Rob is so mad.
He's so nasty. And you know what? You guys should just see the stuff that I post on our stories on 90 Day that I sent to Tracey about Rob's butthole. Yeah. Because it's like Rob has so much to say about Sophie being bi, but you know what? He's bi on his OnlyFans. So.
Oh boy. All right. So we meet her mother's boyfriend, John, in Texas. So she has a boyfriend in Austin, Texas, just randomly.
Well, I think that she was probably visiting Sophie there.
And then
she was on Tinder because she lives in Mexico.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. She's like, oh yeah, this is Pachisi. And he's like, it's Bachi?
I mean, she kept saying Pachisi, Pachisi. And I'm like, what is this woman talking about?
I don't know. Maybe that's like Bachi in Mexico, England.
Maybe Mexico, England. Yum. They have great cuisine.
In Lexico. All right. She's playing with her bag across her. You couldn't put your bag down?
No.
What is wrong with John?
Okay. So
he's sad. He's high. What is it?
He's a slow talker, a slow mover,
a slow eye opener,
which makes me think that there's something inside of him that's slowing him down. A substance, if you will.
Or just something inside of him like his brain.
It might be his brain, it might be a traumatic brain injury, but I'm thinking maybe they were hanging out in the car for like an hour beforehand.
Waiting for Sophie to get to the Pachisi
right.
court.
Like there's there's something off
There's
here.
something going on. Her mother hates Rob. Says she brings up again, Rob the knob, Rob the knob. And Sophie's like, actually, I would like to get back with Rob.
Yeah, of course she would. Sophie's like brainwashed really badly.
Do you think that this causes his mother's her mother's jaw problems? Do you think it's the
What's her jaw problem exactly, do you think?
it's unhinged?
Okay, you think it just flops around?
Uh-huh.
Do you think that she has the opposite problem of her boyfriend? One goes one way, one goes the other way.
Maybe?
One like, Ma, you want
Maybe.
uppers? You know, you've ever
You
seen
think she does?
Requiem for
Yeah.
a Dream?
I mean, she's doing something because her jaw is flopping. I don't think it's connected to the top of her. I think the
Her
bottom's not connected to the top.
his eyes are flopping and
Right.
her jaw is flopping.
Yeah.
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 They're
Something's happening.
they're on battling drugs. They're on dueling drugs, I would say.
So we find out as I realize this, we find out that her mother was an addict when she was younger and her dad was not around. What? But I
Yeah,
thought she grew up super
it's so
rich.
weird that they never brought this up before, too.
But she grew up super rich.
I mean, I guess you could be rich and be an addict at the same time. I don't
guess.
know. Yeah,
Well,
again, I wish they were a little more clear.
well, I think that this has a lot to do with the fact that she just wants the slightest chance that Rob will change and she'll get back with him. That's what she said.
Right. And she said that basically she grew up in a not safe place. So she really wants to have a safe place. And it's like, I don't think you're going to find that with Rob, honey.
Yeah, I think that you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
So they're going to meet up at the selfie galleries.
Is this a place? Is this a thing?
So this is like one of those Instagram attractions. We have the Museum of Ice Cream in New York City.
Oh, okay.
This is not exactly an activity or event that I think you should be alone meeting. Like, just go to coffee. What are we doing?
Right. So you guys are going to meet up to take pictures?
To take pictures? You haven't seen each other in 2 months and you don't know if you're going to get divorced.
And she feels guilty about not seeing him for 2 months.
Well, she doesn't want to get divorced and she ugly cries about it.
I know, that was sad because I feel like that was real. Out of nowhere. It couldn't have been fake. Right.
Okay. So she wears like this outfit to meet up with him.
The 2-piece outfit.
Right. And her boobs are smushed into it.
Yeah.
But not in a
sexy way.
Right. Just in a that
doesn't
way.
fit you way.
Right.
Way.
And he's like, wow, you really perked them up for me, or whatever he said.
Yuck.
Yeah.
The thing about Rob is, which is like, he's so good looking. If he just had a little bit of a better personality, it would just all wrap together so much better.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of a better personality, a little bit less of an underbite, and like everything would be great here.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, me neither.
So he said that she makes him so nervous, and they take selfies.
I mean, like in a telephone booth.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah,
you know what I want to do right before I get divorced?
Right.
I don't know, maybe some pictures.
Yeah, I want to take pictures on things that people were breathing into before me.
Well, also that.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what I have? Your engagement ring. And she's like, oh my God, I thought I lost it. It's like, no, he stole it back from her.
Yeah, of course he did. This is what guys do.
Yes. All right. So he also doesn't have his ring on.
Okay, but like, who cares? Why are we doing this?
I don't know, but she is annoyed. She just remembered that he was online cheating on her.
She just remembered.
She's annoyed and she leaves.
But like, nothing happened here. He was trying to victimize himself, which is really annoying.
I mean, that's his favorite.
But what are you guys doing? You didn't want to, like, Rob was only like 5% sure he even wanted to marry her. So why get married? Why?
Why are you getting married?
I guess to see if they'll be on another season. It worked.
It definitely worked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, speaking of another season, let's talk about Nicole and Mahmoud.
Oh, Tracey. Oh, Tracey.
Okay, so she's secondhand shopping in LA for PJs for him because he wears street clothes to bed.
He wore a wool sweater and jeans to bed.
Okay, and scratched her all up.
Tracey would put him on a psychiatric hold.
Yeah, I would.
If I was at your house and I was like, I'm going to come to sleep in jeans, you'd be like, hello, 911. My emergency is Noelle is sleeping in jeans.
It's like, why don't you love yourself enough to get comfortable?
What's funny is I was actually very recently reading on Reddit, and it was like an unpopular opinion post. And so many people were like, I love to sleep in jeans. Isn't that weird? I thought of you. I'm like, Tracey would be
I don't even like to be alive in jeans.
So many people were like, I don't see the problem. I like wearing jeans.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me remind Noelle of something too. You used
Okay.
to lounge in jeans.
I have to tell you, I still do a
Yeah,
lot of the
that's a
time.
problem.
Well, during COVID, I felt like I would have a nervous breakdown if I didn't get up every day and put
Way before
jeans
COVID.
on. But yeah, I am a jeans lounger. I wore jeans like 3 days ago. I was in the house, I was cooking and cleaning, and I thought of you. I'm like, Tracey would be like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
You are
what's wrong with you?
mental.
Yeah,
No, I am a jeans girl.
yeah. I just sleep in a corset.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a
I
jeans
sleep
girl.
laced up in a
Sometimes
corset.
I sleep in a bra most of the time. I like things that are very tight.
And
I like to
comfortable.
feel constricted.
Okay, listen, I understand that. That's why you should be swaddled at night, but not
No,
stabbed by an underwire.
but see, underwires don't bother me.
Okay.
They really do not bother me. I have to tell you, I have trained myself. I have worn
To put
underwire.
up with
I've
stabbing
worn
knife pains.
underwire since I'm 10 years old. I've just
Wow.
listen. I grew early. What do you want me to tell you?
10-year-old Noelle in her push-up bra.
Yeah, that's right. I like an
Oh God.
underwire.
All right, well, let me tell you something. I'm glad you like an underwire, but Mahmoud is going to be getting 12 pairs of secondhand boxers.
Why do you have to thrift boxers?
Why can't
Go
you
to
go to
go to Costco. They have great pajamas.
you can go to Costco, you can go to Target, you could go to Macy's, you can go at literally almost anywhere.
Walmart.
Walmart. You could probably go anywhere else.
Truly, you can go to any department store.
You should get him a pack of Hanes white
Go to
t-shirts.
Marshall's. Right.
Yeah.
Go get him a pack of Hanes white t-shirts and a pack of boxers.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
There you go. Well, also if he maybe you need to get him like comfy like warm pajamas because he seems like he was a little bit cold. That's why he was wearing a wool sweater and jeans. Maybe you froze him out.
But also, you know that those whatever she got him was very expensive. Because the
Yeah.
guy's like, oh, I haven't had a chance to steam the other ones yet.
Oh God.
And it's like,
yes.
oh, we are not at Salvation Army,
We're
honey.
definitely
We are
not.
not.
No. This is a fancy thrift store.
Yes.
He said that he is so dreamy.
Do you like her red hair?
I like her red hair. I don't like her shorter cut.
Okay, so everyone is saying that the shorter cut is a wig. Like everyone in the world is saying that the shorter cut in the confessional is a wig.
So you would have almost the same hair?
Yes.
Like a couple inches shorter
Listen,
in a wig?
I don't know why.
Okay.
I like the red when they do the flashbacks of her when she first met him. She had red and it was like a bob, but like wavy. It was so cute.
But here's the thing. I get her aesthetic.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's super cute. It's like she likes fashion.
Her.
She likes it's your style.
Yeah.
So they hung out one time and then he proposed to her.
Yeah. And then she was back there like 2 weeks later.
Right.
Wild.
She cannot live in Egypt. She cannot. And then we go back to the scene with her in her burkini.
This poor girl, she looked broken.
But she
also thinks that if she's not in Egypt, she can wear whatever she wants. She thinks that's the problem.
Well, it is some of the problem.
Right.
It is some of the problem. So she
But
said,
it's not all of the problem.
Quote, we have to make this work.
Why?
You don't.
Why do you have to make this work?
Well, he's super sad to leave. He's crying with his mom.
Oh, this is sad.
Okay. He's so sad to leave his family and friends because he's not going to know anyone there. Yeah, just like her not knowing anyone.
Right. Yeah, but I think he thinks because he like lives with his family, like 5 nieces and nephews, whatever. There's a lot more people there.
Right. But whatever.
He's also a lot more sheltered than she is, though.
Yes.
Because remember, like his brother went to China once and drank, and he was like about to narc him out.
He was like 911.
That was a sin. And his brother's like, drinking was fun. I don't know. Like, it was like he really flipped out. I'll never forget that.
911. This is Mahmoud. China 911.
Oh.
I don't know who to call. Anyway, my brother had a sip of alcohol. It was 10 years ago.
But I want him in trouble for that now. I wanted to pay for that.
Okay. I don't know how to get to Allah, but I need him to know. She's making him a sign to pick him up from the airport.
And she speaks just like him. It's like, hello, Mahmoud, my love. She writes on it or whatever. It was so weird.
And it's orange and baby blue, just like her outfit.
Okay, her two-piece outfit was very cute.
She's cute.
But he's not going to like it. You
She's
know
like,
it. You have Wilma Flintstone shirt on. It's like one arm is out. He's not gonna like it.
She doesn't care.
But that's the thing. She thinks
She
so
doesn't
because they're in
care.
America. It's fine.
Okay, but it is fine. And if he
Right.
doesn't like it, he can go back and she's here and she doesn't care.
Ay,
That's
ay,
really what
ay.
it is.
Yeah, that's
All right.
true.
Ashley and Manuel, have you ever seen a more scripted scene in your whole life?
Oh, this spin class? Tracey, what the hell is this?
I don't know, but
She is not a spin instructor. Or maybe she is, but if she is, I'm never
that was not a
going
real
to that class.
that was not a real class.
No.
So they have a pretend spin class and Manuel's there. Is he wearing jeans? I can't tell.
And he's dying too. He cannot breathe.
Okay, but it's like this is not real. These are paid actresses that are in this class. They're all like looking the same way. All right, so they've been married a year and she's a spin instructor and he really likes her commanding voice.
But her main occupation is witch.
Okay, I want to know where she witches.
Her main occupation is witch. Her secondary, her major is witching.
And what is she minoring in?
And she minors in spin class instructor. But like, come on, I might not be a spin expert, right? But I know that this is not real.
Well, that class was very realistic.
Is that what it's like? Because I've never.
You have your husband in the back in jeans, and then you have everyone else that's hired. You hire a whole bunch. So they met 10 years ago. She was in college in Ecuador.
Right.
I don't think I remembered that.
No, me neither. I thought that she was like backpacking or something.
That's what it sounded like. So, okay. She is at a fair with her family?
Yeah. I wrote, they're at a fair and he's lonely. So she's bringing him to hang out with his family, her family more.
Okay. So she hasn't met his kids yet.
Right. But they also weren't together for straight 10 years.
Sure. And also, they're not in Ecuador.
Right. Yeah, I think she was only in Ecuador with him like once or twice.
Okay. So how would you like to meet his children?
Right.
I like her purple eyeshadow.
So, okay. So her confessional makeup looks so good.
So good.
Her skin is like flawless.
Yeah. So good. And she really wants him to open up.
Okay. This is a continuation of 90 Day Fiance that we just watched.
Correct.
Same storyline.
Yeah. I don't care.
I don't care. That's the problem. I don't care. I'm not invested.
I don't care.
I'm more invested in Sophie.
Speaking of not caring, let's talk about Gino and Jasmine.
I don't care. You know what I don't care for? Her fucking bikini top is what I don't care for.
Okay, well, this is an American flag bikini. They're on a little boat. What do you call this thing? Is this like a catamaran?
Oh, maybe a catamaran? Okay.
You like that? A maroon?
Sure.
That's a purple catamaran.
Yeah, I think it's a catamaran.
Well, that was a catamaran.
It's a catamaran.
If you're in Africa, it's a catamaran. Because if you're by Kobe and Emily.
Oh, okay.
All right. So they're on this lake and she is dressed like Air Force Amy.
Yeah. What? It's like, I guess she's really embracing being in America.
Okay. So she's like, I thought we were going to be on a yacht.
And he's like, a who? A what?
She's trying to say yacht. She's like, I thought we were going to have private jets and a yacht. When did you think that, Jasmine?
Do you not know that Gino doesn't have any money? Do you not know that?
Did he ever put you on a private jet before that you would think it would happen again?
What has he done? What are the context clues, as Tracey likes to say?
Yes, that made you think that you would be on a private yacht.
Yes.
And a private jet.
I took a screenshot.
Yeah.
Because you and we were talking again last week about how she was like a sugar baby or whatever.
Yeah. So they met on a dating site.
So someone wrote on Reddit, they're like, does the embassy know about Jasmine's passive sex work? Because apparently they're like turning people away from being on OnlyFans, like from coming to America. This is like this big thing.
Interesting. Okay.
So, and it's like, and then somebody said, did they suspect him of trying to traffic her? Which I don't think this is true, but so much airtime dedicated to the issue of whether Jasmine's visa will get approved or not. Curious what speculations are out there. If you want to voice something, go ahead. So a lot of people are like, yeah, half the people on the show used to be strippers or whatever, but they are able to get through. But now with people on OnlyFans, they're trying to say that they're quote unquote prostitution and they cannot come to America. But everyone on this thread is like, yeah, no, they met. It's like a known fact.
But they met on OnlyFans?
No, they met, I guess, because they're just trying to say she was a sex worker. Was she allowed in America?
But they met on like seeking arrangements, right?
Right.
But that's not.
Right. So I don't see why they don't have her here, but it's
That's
so
a dating
crazy.
site.
I think it's so crazy that they're doing that to people using OnlyFans. But I just wanted to bring that up because like apparently it's common knowledge, but they just don't, I guess they didn't talk about it on the show.
Yeah, but that's not. She's not on OnlyFans though, right?
I don't, but then someone said that Gino was supporting her OnlyFans. So it's like, is she on OnlyFans now? She might be on
Hmm.
OnlyFans now. I
Or
don't know. I need to look into this further. I
yes,
just
you do.
saw
All
this right before we podcasted.
right. Well, she really loves him. She loves his shark nose. She loves his piranha teeth.
Yeah, I love his gills too.
I love his
Like,
flipper and
what
his
is
fins.
this?
He
What?
said that her attitude and her jealousy has gotten worse since she's come to the United States.
Okay, I don't believe that. I think it's always been the same.
Well, don't worry, they're going to try to have a baby
Right? Well, babies fix everything.
on the boat with the camera crew.
Yeah, she's
The
like, I'll
camera
just
crew's
lay
like,
down on the floor. And Gino's like, I don't think this is a good
I know, and the camera
idea.
crew's like, you know that there's no lifeboats, right?
Right.
We're just on
Where
this.
are we supposed
We're
to
just on a
go?
Cameroon.
Where are we supposed to go? Right. There's no downstairs. There's nothing.
There's nothing. They're like, do you have a private jet that could pick us up off of this lake?
No.
That can make an air landing,
I guess they're
a
in
sea
Lake
landing.
Michigan or whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, well, um, she asked him if he brought his blue pills because she's ovulating, and she
She
tells him
said
to
he
take
should
three
take
of them.
3.
So she
Wants to
doesn't want
kill
him to
him.
live through it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's like, oh, no, baby, no Gino.
She's like, okay.
Well, because she's the sole heiress of his will now, probably.
She gets a dirty toilet.
Yum.
Okay. So now she remembered that she has 2 kids in Panama and she gets really sad about this.
Now she starts crying.
They have a lot of hope that they'll come there in 6 months.
Okay.
They have a
Cute
regular
baby.
amount of hope. They have
Yeah.
little hope. So she's crying that she failed her kids. Yeah.
But when you lived in Panama,
Yeah.
you didn't live with your kids.
No.
But now it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then it wasn't a problem.
Right. That's fine.
Okay.
So
Sure.
she hasn't seen them in 4 months. It's like, yeah, you didn't have your visitation.
Right. That's all
Also,
it is.
does she have an appendix scar on her?
She has something, and I don't know what it is, but I think you're
Okay.
right. I think it's an appendix scar.
All right. So now they're going to be camping at a trailer park for their honeymoon. What is
Yeah.
happening here?
I don't know. She said she thought they were going to go to Hawaii or LA. Again,
Okay.
what makes you think
what
that?
made you think that? Also, when you got in the car with a tent,
Right.
where did you think you were going to go?
Does Gino seem very LA to you, Jasmine? Not to me personally.
Or Hawaii?
Yeah, I don't think he seems very Hawaii.
He doesn't look like he drinks lychee martinis.
Definitely not. He doesn't. He would be like, "What's a lychee?"
All right. So they're going on this honeymoon to the trailer park with their dog.
Cute.
Where was the dog when she was on the boat?
I don't know. Maybe with a producer. I don't know.
All right. Well, she gets to the trailer park and they say that this is the first honeymoon they've ever had.
Which I have to tell you surprises me.
Right. Because you're like, where do you think these people go?
Right.
So they show her the showers and she goes, I just got 3 vaginal infections looking at that shower. I'm like, yeah, go home.
Yeah,
I agree
why
with
are you there? Yeah, why? But also, you agreed to go there.
Yes. So she sees the dirty lake and she is scared because she doesn't want to croc dream. What did she say?
She said
she's trying to say crocodile.
She said Coco Drive.
Coco Drive. That's right, Coco Drive. And he's saying, "Oh, crocodile. There's mosquitoes, but you know what? They want to make a baby."
But listen, she's willing to camp if he's willing to smash.
Yeah. But you know what? She loves marshmallows. Who would have thought?
Okay, I have to tell you, I would not have thought.
She's like, this
She's
is the
saying it tastes like
ever.
corn. It's like, what?
She's like, it's like corn. She lit that marshmallow on fire and chowed down.
She was into that.
Mid flame.
She was in.
All right. So she also wants a new house because his ex lived there. And then also because it's too small for their kids. It's because his ex lived there.
Oh, it's because his ex lived there. It has nothing to do with children.
Right. So she tells him to get a job, but he quit his job to be with her.
But she's like, I didn't ask you to do that.
Okay. But she's like, also, I might not be able to get pregnant. And his first marriage failed because the woman couldn't get pregnant.
She couldn't get pregnant.
I think this is actually very funny.
Why? What is funny about that?
Okay. Because I don't think Jasmine, it's like, was that an appendix scar surgery? Like, did you get your tubes done? Like, Jasmine was pretty adamant about not having children 2 episodes ago.
Right,
And
right.
now she's like, you know what? Let's do it.
Because she knows that she can't
Yeah, either
probably.
that or she's on birth control or something.
I think she's on birth control.
Right. So she's like,
Mhm.
I mean, this is just like the perfect.
And it's also like, no offense to her, but it's almost like the only way she can get Gino to sleep with her is if they're trying to have a baby. Because this guy
Right.
has like no sex drive.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny to me.
Yeah,
Because
I
I'm
guess I
like,
could
is
see
this
that.
part of the like this is part of her game?
Yeah, because
All of
she's
a sudden,
like,
I mean, at the wedding, she's like, we're gonna try to have a baby right away. And it's like,
and in her mind though,
you
it's like, well, we're living in his
cried.
ex's house.
Right. But also you have no money for another house. So you're gonna have
Right.
another baby, and then you're also trying to get your kids here.
Right. So then you're gonna have 3 small children,
Well,
one with special needs.
you're gonna have no children. Let's get real. You're gonna have
No,
a
but
dog.
you know what I mean. It's like, come on. Yeah.
That's how I know it's a game.
I like that she's like, what did she say? The only person she's gonna let boss her around is her dog.
Yes. I loved it.
Oh, she's funny.
She is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I personally wouldn't be camping.
I mean,
I'd be
I
like,
would.
you know, do you want to have a honeymoon at home? We could have. Why don't we have a honeymoon? Let's do this fun activity called clean the bathroom.
I've done a lot of camping in my life. I'm not opposed to camping.
Okay.
It's not for you. It's not for
Mm-mm.
Matt either.
No, it's not for me.
Yeah, I like to camp.
Okay. Well, I hope that you have
I
many
don't
camping
want to
trips
see
in your
Big Ed.
future.
I don't want to see Angela. I don't want to see
Well,
them.
guess what? We're gonna.
But I'm not gonna say that every week, guys. Don't worry. But I'm gonna say it now. I don't want to see them.
Okay. Follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates. Noelle's at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Follow the show at 90 Day Podcast on X and on Instagram.
On X.
Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Bye.
Bye.